Hello, second grade. This is Module 5, Lesson 5. We're going to do some fluency here. I have a number plus a blank equals 200. So 130 plus what equals 200? How many more 10s do we need to add to this 130 to get up to 200? Did you say 70? Great job. If we add 7 and 3 together, it adds to the next 10, so that's 200. How about 190 plus how many more 10s equals 200? Did you say 10? Great job. How many more 10s here do we need to add to 160 to get to 200? Did you say 40? Good job. Oh, here's a bigger number. How many more 10s do we need to add to the 580 to get to 600? If you said 20, you are absolutely right. Great job. Hey, here's our application problem. Our first step for any word problem is to read the problem. Jenny had 39 collectible cards in her collection. Tammy gave her 36 more. How many collectible cards does Jenny have now? Our next step is to circle any important numbers. I see 39 and I see 36. So let's circle those two numbers. Now we need to underline any important words. I underline the word more because the word more here is telling us that we need to add. We're going to add these together. 39 plus 36. Go ahead and push pause and then push play when you're done solving. Hey, you should have solved this on your own. Let's compare our answers. What is 9 plus 6? I got 15. So I carried the 1 over and I put the 5 in the 1's place. And now I can add up my 10's place. What's 3 plus 3? Plus 1 more is 7. She now has 75 cards. We're going to learn a different way, another way for addition here. We're doing the arrow way, and now we're going to break these apart here to make this number, the first number, the 190, we need to make that up to the next hundreds. So if we break apart this 130, we can solve this easier. So we're going to break up the 130. How many more 10s do we need to add to the 190 to get to the next hundreds? The next hundreds would be 200. So how many more 10s do we need to add? Well, we have a 9 here. If we add 1 more 10s, then we can get to 200. So if we take a 10 out of here, we now have 120 left over. So now what we can do is we're going to add this 10 over here to the 190 to make it 200. And we're going to add what we have left over here, the 120. And we can easily do this now by adding 200 plus 120. All we need to do is add the 200s here to make 320. So 190 plus 130 equals 320. Let's try this one. 190 is the closest to the next hundreds. So that's the number we're going to make to the next hundreds. So that means we need to split the 260 apart. How many more tens do we need to add to here to make the next hundreds? We need to add 10 more, one more 10. So we're going to add the 10 there to make 200. And if we take 10 out of 260, we have 250 left over. So now we have 200 because the 190 made 200, plus we have the 250. Now all we need to do is add the 200s to this 250, and we get what number? Did you say 450? Excellent job. So now we know that 260 plus 190 is 450. Let's try this one. 180 is closest to the next tens, so we're going to break up the 330. How many tens do we need to take out to make the 180 200? Did you see 20? Excellent job. If we take 20 or 2 tens out of the 330, what do we have left over? If you said 310, you're absolutely right. Now we're going to add the 200 plus 310, which is left over. Go ahead and solve that on your own now. Did you say 510? You're absolutely right. 330 plus 180 equals 510. I want you to do this one on your own. I gave you a little hint there. We're going to break up the 440. Go ahead and solve this one on your own. Push pause and then push play when you're done. Let's compare answers here. To get to the next 100 for the 280, we needed to add 2 tens. So then we took the 2 tens from the 440 and we had 420 left over. Now we have 300 because 300 is the next hundreds after 280 plus the 420 that was left over equals 720. So we know 440 plus 280 equals 720. If you got the answer correct, give yourself a kiss on the brain. Excellent job. It is now your turn to do your exit ticket on Seesaw. Good luck.